strikes. The U.S. hit, we understand, 85 targets. You can actually see this in the air. You can see the strikes on the ground from this video here. And you can hear it as well as those on those impacts. The U.S. hitting Iranian-backed militants who were responsible for the drone attack in which 3 American soldiers were killed and dozens more were injured in Jordan. According to the U.S. Central Command, U.S. forces hit 7 locations. According to the White House, the strikes lasted 30 minutes. Now, they are characterizing this as successful, but I want to be clear, when we say that, that would seem to imply that there's success and they're done, and it's nowhere near the truth. President Biden is clearly warning tonight that this is just the beginning.
Guys, we are in the midst of World War III. The global elites have already planned it out, and their plan is going into place. Now, a lot of tension been going on. Everybody's forgot about the Russian-Ukraine war, which is the start of World War III. Everyone's focused on Israel-Palestine, but it's much bigger than this. If you guys haven't noticed, the Houthis rebels have been targeting the United States and the UK with bombing shipping lanes, commercial shipping, and doing all types of things to disrupt the United States. They are backed by Iran. Now, World War III is something the elites have been planning for a very long time. If you guys don't remember that hit list of the United States that was mentioned a while back by a high-ranking politician within the United States that had Iran, Sudan, I think it was Chad or Sudan, one of those two, Afghanistan, Iraq, Libya, all these countries that had been taken out, Iran was the last left on the list. Now, Iran is about to be attacked by the United States in a bombing campaign that will probably lead to a bigger war, which both countries say they don't want war, but then they say they do want war. Right now, we are in the midst of something very big, and it's not going to stop anytime soon. It's only going to get worse from here. I told you guys last year that the start of, World War III will really pop off this year. With everything that's going on in the world, we're about to see a different type of warfare. And if it gets to nuclear war, the world will come to an end. If you guys haven't noticed, all of these billionaires have been building bunkers around the world. You know, the most popular being Mark Zuckerberg getting his bunker built in Hawaii. Even President Joe Biden of the United States has been getting a bunker built here in the United States also, because they are planning for something very extreme and very big that is going to take place. And everybody within a position of power and most of these countries know about this big war that's about to happen. There's something much, much more sinister going on right now. Behind closed doors it's a different conversation. They're not letting us regular civilian people know what's going on. They're trying to keep things from us. They're trying to hide things from us. They're not letting us in on what's possibly going on in the world. And if it continues to go this way, the people will suffer the most. Politicians and the powerful people with info, they won't suffer as much as we will, because we'll be the ones in the midst of this as missiles and nuclear bombs are flying across the world. You know, the bigger war that's going on in the Middle East that's spreading from that Israel-Palestine war is going to spread across several different continents, including Africa. Only continent that may not be affected seriously by this is South America. But as tensions grow, countries will be bullied into joining sides, just like in World War II. You have to pick a side. And there have been a lot of elite meetings and things panning out to a certain direction. We've seen BRICS gain more countries within it. The US dollar is being attacked right now. War in the Middle East, war in Europe, a lot of coups going on in Africa. This is only saying one thing, and one thing for sure is we are going into a new direction. Everything's about to change. We're about to see a lot of dictatorships around the world, and the United States presidential election is coming up. Whether you believe in elections or not, Something big is about to happen within this election. The United States will either fall apart or they will go in a completely different direction. One of those two things. We're a dying empire here, a dying empire. We're being attacked from so many places that is not even funny. It may not be missiles and bombs, but whether it's attack on the U.S. dollar, attack on diplomacy or democracy, attack on cyber security, whatever, we've been hacked. Everything is starting to fall in place for the rest of the world, and every empire has its day. And we are seeing right now what is going on and how the rest of the world is plotting. Now, I do believe the global elites are trying to pan something out, whether they want China to be the new face of the world or they want to continue with the United States. But people here in the United States do not make those decisions. There's a group of powerful people that control everything who call the shots. And that's just how it is. And I do believe that extraterrestrials are playing an impact on what's going on here in the world. Our leaders interact with these extraterrestrials and they know exactly what's going on. They know what's impacting the way we live. They know what's going on around the world. So they have a say so in how things play out because they have a lot of influence over our political leaders, and some of them are in high political places. Guys, our government doesn't want to tell you guys about aliens because it will scare people. When you find out that your next door neighbor can possibly be an alien, it changes everything. Changes how you look at the world, changes people, going out at night. It just changes the dynamic of everything. And that's what they don't want you to know. Guys, don't a lot of people forget that President Jimmy Carter, when he was elected, before he was elected, he was talking about releasing all this alien and UFO stuff and telling it to the public, just like Donald Trump did. But when Jimmy Carter was elected president and they brought all this information to him, he was sick for like 2 weeks, sweating, throwing up because of the thought of what they told him or what information he was given. Of course, we don't know what they said to him, but he changed his whole thought process. He was no longer going to tell the public about aliens. And that's a big part because they don't want people to know that aliens live here right among us. Everyday lives, they do everything that we do. They just know how to cover up and change forms and identify as humans. And it's scary to think about it, that you could be shaking the hand of an alien. You could be shaking the hand of a evil alien and not knowing. These aliens are all around. We see it all the time. Don't you guys see the look on some of these people's face and how they look not human? Like Mitch McConnell, the senator from Kentucky here in America, guys look like he's melting. Sometimes he freezes up in meetings or interviews and just pauses for a very long period of time. It's scary at the thought of what's truly out there. Now, will a fake alien invasion happen? Possibly. To disrupt the world, we may see that fake alien invasion and cause more chaos. If a fake alien invasion does happen, which country will be the country that's hosting it? Will it be the United States? Will it be China? Or will it be Russia? Or will it be somebody completely different? I don't know. But what I do know is we're living in a world that's on the verge of nuclear war, on the verge of World War III, which is probably already started. We just haven't realized it yet because they're trying to underplay it. But I can tell you guys one thing for sure is we are living in a world where aliens or extraterrestrials, whatever you want to call it, fallen angels, are in complete control. Why do you think we keep seeing all these sightings and all these cover-ups? There's a lot out there, guys. There's a lot they don't want us to know about. But guess what? In the end, the truth is going to come to the light. And eventually, people will start finding out. We are already seeing it right here. Just like the Miami Mall incident, people seeing, tall, dark beings teleporting in the mall. They have been here. They've been here for a very long time. Our government has just been keeping it from us. It's your neighbor, your boss at work. They are here, guys. And they know what's coming. They are part of the New World Order, and they will make changes here in the world. How will we defend this? How will we fight this? Will we become a world where we're controlled and dictated by aliens? Guys, Everything is not a coincidence. A lot of this is planned. But the truth is coming out, guys. And World War III is already here. So pay attention to US and Iran, because if this war takes place, this is it, guys. This is it. And be a lot more prepared for a lot more alien and UFO type sightings or talks going on around the world, because it's about that time. This is Roberto Conspiracy Files checking out, guys. Let me know in the comment section what you think. And would you like to hear part 2 about this? I would love to talk about it, because it's here.